Being at the northern edge of Japan, Wakkanai enjoys the change of seasons and shows a different face for each. The spring is made for golf. Summer is a good time to see the sights. In the fall, one can appreciate the mountain and ocean delicacies that reach their peak at this time. And in the winter, you can look out over the Sea of Okhotsk and watch the seals play on and amongst the icebergs. There's something for every season. Just outside the hotel is the Wakkanai North Breakwater Dome. It's a well-known monument that was designated a Hokkaido prefectural treasure in 2001.
The North Breakwater Dome was built between 1931 and 1937. It's dedicated to the people who went to Karafuto, or southern Sakhalin. The construction is Roman in character, with thick pillars in a gentle curve. There are few other structures like it in the world, and it has been a target of attention both within and outside of Japan. It stands 13.6 meters high and is 427 meters long, with 70 pillars forming a half arch.
This is Wakkanai Park, or Koen in Japanese. There are many monuments and statues here, and as a place that informs one of the history of Wakkanai, it draws many visitors.
Here is the Hyosetsu no Mon, a monument that was erected in 1963 to honor those who died in Karafuto and to mark the fact that Karafuto had become a foreign land. On a clear day, one can see Karafuto over the shoulder of the statue.
This is one of my favorite places, the monuments to the Karafuto dogs. They were brought from the Wakkanai area to pull sleds for the 1957 Japanese Antarctic expedition.
These hardy dogs underwent 8 months of training here in Wakkanai Park in order to fulfill their role of pulling provision sleds.
But due to bad weather, the 15 dogs were left behind. 2 of them, Taro and Jiro, somehow miraculously survived, were brought home and honored with these 2 monuments.
Their story was made into a movie called Nankyoku Monogatari, which was then remade by Hollywood in 2001 and called Antarctica. Both movies moved many people. This monumental tower was built to commemorate the 100th year since the founding of the city of Wakkanai and the 30th year since it became a municipality. The first and second floors contain the Northern Memorial Hall. On display are artifacts that tell the history of Wakkanai. There is also an exhibition that centers around Mamiya Rinzo and his relationship to the region. From the observatory at the top of the tower, there is a 360-degree panoramic view of Wakkanai and its environs. And since it opens until 9 p.m. from June to September, you'll be able to take in the stunning night view. In and around the city, there are various monuments and memorials that commemorate various historical events of Wakkanai and the surrounding region. A part of Wakkanai Park is known as the Forest Park. Here you will see typical northern Hokkaido trees, such as the Sergeant's Cherry, the Northern Pine, the Hokkaido Red Pine, and others, all planted by citizens of Wakkanai. The hiking trails and camping areas are well maintained, and in the summer, the area resounds with the din of families enjoying themselves.
This is the Wakkanai Sub-Harbor Market, where you can find the freshest treasures of the sea and local area. Let's take a look.
Fresh seafood is readily on display in the somewhat retro-designed Wakkanai Sub-Harbor. The strident voices of the salespeople make selecting your purchases quite enjoyable.
At some places, you can actually taste some of the items before, depending on your negotiation skills, you purchase them at a good price. And you'll find lots of good things to bring home as souvenirs if you want to. These are locally made cheeses, different types, all looking very good. Sausages, various types of Japanese condiments, always good for souvenirs. And oh, what's this? Aha! Well, if you want something that's very local and very exciting, this is soya kuro ushi, which is a locally made hamburger, and apparently delicious.
This place almost takes you back in time to a Wakkanai of the past, which adds a certain flavor to your shopping. Here, next to the sub-harbour market, is a supermarket where it's said the local people come to buy fresh fish and other miscellaneous items. It's very interesting that right next to the sub-harbour market, you can shop for locally made items in a very different atmosphere.
Here's a hall devoted to Daisuke Matsuzaka, or Dice K, the famous Major League Baseball player. I can't miss this.
This is a memorial to Daisuke Matsuzaka, a Major League Baseball player. Wakkanai is his father's hometown and is Daisuke's second home. Matsuzaka himself decided this should be built in order to encourage and inspire local children. This is definitely a place to visit.